What's up, y'all? It's Kikiko and welcome to my channel. Nah, cause I waited mad long to say that. It's been how many years? Yeah, a lot. So this is a winter look I'm doing for y'all. If y'all want to see how to get this look, if y'all just want to see me doing this look, keep on watching. So the first thing I do when I do my makeup is I prep and I prime, as you should. So for moisturizer, I'm gonna be using the Mega Illuminating Moisturizer. So we're just gonna apply this. Ooh, I put a lot. You cannot waste this product fast. You know why? Because it's so good and it's so small. So we're gonna, whatchamacallit? You know what? I forgot what the word for what I was gonna say is, but whatever. Y'all know. Guys, I really love this because it smells so freaking good. And for primer, I'm using the Baby Skin Insta Pore base. I usually put this more like where my pores are and in my forehead because I tend to get really oily in my forehead and I hate that shit. For eyebrows, I use the ienvy by Kiss. I don't know. I got this in the beauty supply. Okay, I know I look like a monkey right now, but when we clean it up, we're gonna look good. So to clean up my eyebrows, I use the Allegro Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige. It's hot, girl. It's hot. I need like, yo, you see those air conditioners that like fancy people have, that is like you don't gotta press on off, it's like it's just there in the house. What is that called? Please let me know because a bitch need help. Anyways, this concealer brush, I got it in the beauty supply. It's called Boutique number 012, and ever since I got this, I've been using it. It works pretty good. I really like it. So trust the drugstore. Shit me. So we're gonna go in and clean it up. Now that our eyebrows are on fleek, we're gonna go in with the Insta Wine Eraser Dark Circle by Maybelline. This concealer. So we're gonna go in to prime our eyelids with this because I lost my eyelid primer, so we're just gonna use a concealer. It's gonna hair, and I'm gonna go in and blend that out with my sponge from Rite Aid. I'm gonna set my eyelids, and I'm gonna go in with this Morphe brush. It doesn't really say anything because it's like erased. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe 35V palette. I'm gonna go in with the shade Go Nude. So I'm gonna go in with this color right here. It's called Hit It Off. I'm gonna just go all around my crease with this color. We're gonna build that color up, and as we're blending the color into the crease, we're gonna make that smoky effect. So to blend that out, I use this Tarte brush. It doesn't really have like a number or anything. It came in a pack. We're gonna go in with another Tarte brush to pat this blue down here, right here on the outer V, to smoke this eye out. We're gonna go back in with the blending brush and we're gonna blend that out. So now we're gonna take the brush we used to pack that blue right there in, and we're gonna use a darker color to really smoke out this look. And now we're gonna take the same we're gonna take the same blending brush to blend everything out together. So now I'm gonna go in with the shade Rendivas of this palette, and that is this metallic blue And I am just gonna blend that out a little with the black. Do y'all see that blue? Okay, we need to add more, because what the fuck is going on? We need to add more black. Definitely. So we're gonna go back in and add more black, because this shit is bugging. We're gonna go back in and add some more black, because girl, I don't like how the black was coming out. I could see under my eyelid, and we gotta make sure it looks good. And we're gonna blend out again. So now I'm gonna go in with a clean blending brush, and this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm gonna just blend that blue in with the black. So we're gonna have a clear black and blue. Like we got beat up, girl. I'm gonna take my Age Rewind concealer, and I'm going to use this concealer to cut my crease. Now to cut my crease, I use this very thin eyeliner brush. And now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go back in with this blue right here, the metallic blue. This one, I'm gonna go back in, and I am going to blend that out with the concealer and the color. Blend that into the cut crease. So now I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette, and I'm gonna go in with the shade I think it's called Jupiter Sand, and I'm gonna go all over my lid with this. And I'm gonna use this flat brush from e.l.f. I'm actually gonna go in and wet this brush. It's like a hairspray, but it's actually water for more pigment. So I'm gonna go in with the black that I used from the Morphe 35D palette, just so I could like make it pop. Then of course, as always, blend everything out. Now we're gonna go in with foundation, and I'm gonna go with my Fenty Beauty foundation. I am in the shade 360, and I give this 2 pumps. I'm gonna go in with my sponge from Rite Aid and just put this all over my face. And now for concealer, I'm gonna miss my LA Girl Pro concealer in pure beige and my Age Resistant Age Rewind Maybelline concealer. I just drag it out to the point where my eyeshadow stops. Or if you don't have eyeshadow on, you could stop where your eyebrows stop. And the reason that I use 2 concealers and this one that is a little bit lighter is because I have very dark circles under my eyes. Well, I have a lot of bags under my eyes, so I like to put on extra concealer so it can actually cover it more than it looks like. Okay, it looks covered, but it's not covered. I don't like to exaggerate with this because this is very creamy. Whee! And just slide that on. And to blend this out, I use, oh shit, wait, hold on. I forgot to put concealer all over my face. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna blend with our sponge. I like to blend everything else before my under eyes because I like to let the product sit in. I always damp my beauty blender before using it because I don't know why, but it just does not work as well when it's not damp. So to bake, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm gonna take this little sponge from Sephora. I'm gonna take this part of the sponge I'm gonna dab it in the powder, and I'm gonna put that all over my under eyes. Wow, this sponge smells really good. This is the first time I use this sponge and I really love it. My chin area, my nose, and now the forehead. Girl, we cannot be oily up there. For contour today, I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Cocoa Contour like palette thing. This is how it looks. It's a little dirty. Not a little, but it's a lot dirty. And I'm gonna be using this contour brush from Tarte. I really, really, really love this brush to contour. It is so nice. It puts on the product very easily. Contour our forehead. Make it look snatched. So to contour my nose, I'm gonna be using this little spoon brush. And now to blend that contour out, I'm just gonna take this brush from Tarte and blend it out with this. So now we're gonna be taking the Sephora sponge again and taking some Mercier to define our nose contour. I'm gonna just take that same brush to take that powder off. And now we're gonna be using a beige Cosmetics fluffy brush to remove the powder from our face. Yo, that eyeshadow is so pretty. It looks like the ocean. So now we're gonna put some bronzer and some blush. And for that, I will be using the contouring blush and bronzing powder from e.l.f. And it looks like this. It's very nice when you open it. The bronzer and the blush has a little shimmer to it, which I love. For blush, I'm gonna be taking this Tarte blush brush. I'm gonna go right in with it. I'm gonna use the apples of my cheeks. Could just blend it up. So now I'm gonna go actually back in with the Mercier and I'm gonna define my contour with it. And I'm actually put more powder right here. Oh my god, I look like Santa Claus now. So we're gonna go and just wipe this out. And now I am gonna go back in and I'm gonna take that metallic blue. I'm gonna take this small flat brush. This brush is destroyed, but it's from Beige Cosmetics. I'm gonna put that under my waterline. So now we're gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Max Volume Waterproof Mascara. So now I'm gonna pop on some jet black eyeliner from e.l.f. So now that we have our eyeliner on, we're gonna pop on some lashes. Hey. Pardon. So we're gonna use the Demi Wispies lashes by Ardell. You can get this in the Beauty Supply, Rite Aid. I think you get this in regular pharmacies. I don't know. If your lash applicator is not doing the job, then girl, them fingers will. Now is the most important part of any makeup look, and that's highlight, girl. So to highlight my apple areas, I'm gonna use this Coca Glow from the Too Faced Contour Palette. And I'm gonna take my highlight brush. I'm gonna be using the shade Milky Way from the Galaxy Palette by Fenty Beauty. Milky Way? No. Wrong. I'm going to be using Ozone from the Galaxy Palette. You gotta be careful with this product because it has a lot of fallout. Now we're gonna be using this pencil brush from Morphe to highlight our brow bone. With that same shade, we're gonna highlight our inner corner. Now I'm gonna put some of this shade also in my nose. So now we're gonna go in with our Victoria's Secret shimmery gloss and put that around our lips. Now to seal the box, we're gonna take our Insta setting spray by Physicians Formula. We're gonna go and take it all around the map. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had really fun creating it. I really love how the colors turned out. I love that the colors went together. And yeah, thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below any other content you want to see from me, and just your thoughts on this video. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel.